Hello, fellow adventurers. Today is the 118th day on the cruise, and we have just arrived in Darwin, Australia. Darwin is quite a small town and was named after the famous Charles Darwin. Today, we are visiting the Territorial Wildlife Park, as we are going to be experiencing a lot of the different animals here in Australia at many of the ports. Because Australia is the home to more than 378 mammal species, 828 bird species, 4,000 fish species, 300 species of lizard, 140 snake species, 2 crocodile species, and around 50 types of marine mammals. What I found was so interesting that 80% of the plants, mammals, reptiles, frogs are all unique to Australia and found nowhere else. Some of their best known animals are the kangaroo, koala, dingo, platypus, wallaby, and wombat. We are on our way to go see some of these animals today. On our way to the park, we found out many things that I never knew before. In fact, Australia doesn't have any large predatory animals at all. In fact, the largest predatory animal they have is a dingo, or a wild dog. The closest relative to the dingo is the Asian wolf, and they are naturally shy and independent. In fact, they behave more like cats than domesticated dogs. They do not bark. To communicate, they howl. Dingoes form packs of 3 to 12 members. There is a dominant female called the alpha female, the only female to rear the pups. In fact, pups in the pack from another female are killed by the alpha, and other pack members help rear the pups. Next, we went to the area where the kangaroos were, and they had just eaten, so they were very tired, and they are very easy to hang out with and very friendly with humans. We were able to touch them and pet them and take our pictures with them and just had the best time ever with these wonderful animals. After hanging out with the kangaroos, we saw a couple of caged animals. One of them's name was Larry and the other one was Alexandra. No, just kidding, only having fun. Next, there was a bird show with the trainer, and there were several different species of birds, of which I cannot name all their names, even though there was one that was an owl, and one of the birds was an eagle. There were many different birds and many different colors, one being extremely colorful. The trainers would call the bird and motion for them to do something, go to some place, or fly to a different area, and then they would give them a reward, something to eat. It was really special to see all of these different birds. Next, we went to go see the emu, which is Australia's largest bird, and it does not fly. However, it does eat insects, fruits, and seeds, and doesn't require flying in order to find food. The Australians call the emu the worst mother ever because she lays her eggs and then she leaves, and she expects the father to lay on the eggs until they hatch, which is about 8 weeks. And then after they hatch, he shepherds them for about 6 months. Next, we happened upon a giant shell graveyard where 200 clams had been illegally harvested for the meat and shell in the last 100 years. It was very shocking to me because I love to see clams when I'm snorkeling in the ocean, and there were 100 of these shells there that left a very sad impression on me. The next area was a little aquarium with all kinds of beautiful tropical fish from Australia and many different anemones and corals. And they are beautiful, brilliant colors. and there was also a couple of seahorses, which are very hard to find. At the end of the day, when we were getting ready to leave the park, there was a ranger with an albino, I think it was a boa constrictor, around his neck, and he was showing it to all the different people in the park. We had a great day spending time with all these amazing animals, and we look forward to our next destination where we'll get to see more animals. Our next stop will be Cairns and the Barrier Reef. In closing, my wish for you is that you will love abundantly, protect your health, and be adventurous for life. You are beautiful. Let your light shine. Aloha.